So how's the first day of the Dakka rally been? It's actually been really good fun. Running some hobby sessions instead of just dealing with the gaming it's been a bit refreshing actually. It reminded me about what I used to enjoy and running lessons with the young'uns and the older ones. From what I can gather though, from Bridge, he's been running the game inside today and he's done a really good job. You know, we had a couple of hiccups with BCP at the beginning, but they ironed themselves out by round 2. So yeah, it's been good fun.
It's been interesting. We've had quite a lot of problems with BCP, but managed to get them figured out and everyone seems to be playing, so yeah.
Before we just assumed everything would be working all hunky-dory, and then when it didn't work hunky-dory, we had to come up with a backup plan pretty quickly.
The biggest challenge today has been making BCP work so we can actually run the tournament. Yeah, so that's been a struggle. I've finally got it working so I can actually control the tournament rather than having somebody else run it when I tell them what to do. So, yeah.
But in terms of the actual games and the hobby sessions, not really. The hobby sessions have been pretty free-flowing, which has been nice. It's allowed us to work on what the hobbyist wanted to rather than the pre-structured plan. But in future, leaving those as more open hobby sessions. You know, because I found it flowed a lot more, just really finding out what they wanted to get out of it, more than what I thought people might like to get out of it.
Tournament-wise, I would say just the slightly more casual atmosphere towards actual tournament play. We're actually using quote-unquote what GW thinks the terrain layout should be, rather than the classic 9th edition L ruins that block line of sight here, there and everywhere.
I always enjoy looking at what comes out of the best painted armies, seeing what the nominations are, and unashamedly stealing ideas from other hobbyists is always good fun. And just taking that time, because when you're playing a game and you're staring at someone's army from 3-4 feet away, you can't take in the nuance of what they've actually achieved in that painting. But getting that, 10-15 minutes to have a really good look during your lunch break, yeah, I always enjoy that bit, and it always fuels me on to the next project or my next event.
Well, I hope they've all enjoyed it, but I haven't heard any particular complaints yet, so there we go.
I mean, the facilities at Element Games, they've given us the space, the terrain, the atmosphere that we need. This hasn't been a full hall event, but by having other hobbyists who are here enjoying their hobby, we've got a stag doing, a private organisation doing their own cool orky event, is you get to just bounce that hobby vibe off people, and thoroughly enjoy it being more of like a hobby festival, hobby celebration, than just a straight up tournament.
I don't know, I don't think there's a lot to change. 40k tournaments pretty much run the way they run, and I'm happy with that.
So the growth from previous events to this one in terms of the future of the Dakka, there's been a lot of learning curves moving on to a larger location with an entirely different crowd of people. We've taken a small step on a long path, I think. We've learned some lessons, some hard, some easy, on what we can do moving forward. And for future events, having had a good long chat between the Frog and the Crow, we sort of want to strip it back a little bit and go more back to the basics, what we're really, really good at, build an established attendee base, and then build upon it. In terms of things like I'm not going to say fun, because it should all be fun, but the less competitive aspects of the event, things like the hobby bingo that's been going on, we're really keen to explore what more we can do. To give something to the people that aren't here for just the hardcore competitive, the people that know they're not going to come first but want to enjoy the hobby with other like-minded people. So we're really keen to just really kind of drill into that a little bit more, ready for the next lot of events.
What do I think the Dakka offers to 40k players they wouldn't find anywhere else is that casual atmosphere that hopefully everyone can come here and get some games that everyone enjoys, not just going for the win.
Okay, so who are the kind of people that we think would enjoy Dakka rallies, Dakka doubles going forward? Yeah, I mean, it's a really cheesy answer, but we try and design the event so that anybody could come and enjoy it. Possibly, if you're really hardcore about winning and you're very worried about, your rankings and things like that, then this might not be the event for you. But if you are looking to have some fun games, if you want something a little bit more organised than your usual friend group, or maybe you don't even know anybody locally that you do play against, then this is the kind of event we want people like yourself at, who just want to come and enjoy the game. They're going to come and do their best. They're going to give their opponent a tough game, and they're just going to take the ups with the lows, just enjoy it. Realise that move it back away from being a sport to being a game. Something that you can enjoy over your weekend with your friends and a beer, and just relax. You know, I've been to several events where I've left more stressed by the end of the event than I entered the event in. And I want people to go away just being chilled and having had a good time. So if you're the kind of casual gamer that just wants to up the game a little bit and get involved, then we want you, pretty much.
What are my hopes for my events going forward? I'd just like to grow them up to a sort of mid-level, mid-sized tournament. Not a major, not 100 players, anything like that, but in the 30 to 50 player range, so that they make at least a little bit of an impact on the tournament scene, and hopefully influence tournaments to be a little less tournamenty.